Now that I know you guys are going to steal my soul, I can look at you directly in the eyes. And I'm no longer afraid. Kind of. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning back in. Glad you can make it. Those of you who are new, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Listen, guys, we're going to be talking about proper gym etiquette today. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to act in the gym. Listen, it's really important that you know how to act in the gym. You want to work out, you want to pursue self-improvement. You want a gym membership, so you're going to a gym. There's an appropriate way that you act inside the gym. It's not being this guy or being this guy or being this guy. You don't want to be these people. Just earlier today, when I went into the gym myself to do core, I was talking with a buddy of mine that works there, and we saw this guy. I call him the quarter pump chump because when he was doing his reps, he wasn't even doing his reps. He was, and that shit's annoying. You're not working out. What are you training for? Pilates? What the fuck is this? The literal thought in my mind was, what the fuck is that? Listen. I'm not going to put you on blast, but I'm low-key going to kind of put you on blast by talking about you in a YouTube video because you're going to be an example. I'm not talking about a guy who just doesn't know what he's doing. That's not the kind of guy I'm talking about. The kind of guy I'm talking about is the guy that knows what he's doing, but he's being lazy. From what I hear from my buddy that works there, he's also an asshole, slamming things down and just walking off. We'll get into that here in a little bit, but you don't want to be this guy. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to disrespect you. People are not going to take you seriously. And people are also going to put you on blast on YouTube. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Okay, so you find a local gym that you really like going to. They've got the equipment that you really need. So you now have a gym membership. You want to go at least 4 days a week. You don't have to be in there 24/7. You don't have to do 2-a-days. But you do have to be in there putting in some work, at least more often than not. Machines. Machines are great. They're really good for helping you with form. But you also want to mix some free weights, some cables in there. You want a good variety of workouts in your routine to give you an opportunity to target different sections of muscles. The best way that I can describe that is when you're doing cables and you're doing hammer curls, it's going to target the top of your biceps here, versus if you're doing curls on the cables, that's going to target the entire bicep. There's a difference. So it's really important that you switch things up, because then it also keeps your body guessing. And you always want to keep your body guessing, because that's when you're going to have the most gains. If your body knows what to expect, it's going to build that tolerance. And when it builds that tolerance, you're going to plateau. This is why a lot of guys end up plateauing. I understand that sometimes you hit your genetic potential and you kind of stop growing so much. That makes sense. But if you keep your body always guessing, then you're going to have a higher potential of growth. So make sure you're switching things up. Also, when you're using the machines, don't slam the weights. Try the best that you can to let it down gently, just so that you don't damage the equipment. You really don't want to damage any of the equipment, because then now you've cost the owner money. You're going to get banned, either that or you're the one that's paying for it and you get banned. That's a bad situation to be in, because now you're stuck with Planet Fitness. You don't want to be stuck with Planet Fitness. So let the weights down gently. Also, when you're done with your machines, please, for the love of God, clean them. Clean them. Just clean them. I'm not having an aneurysm. I'm just filming. She's like, please stop. Clean your machines. It's part of proper etiquette. If someone is in the middle of their set, try not to interrupt them. Go to another machine, go to another cable, go to maybe a bench that's open where you can do some free weights. You can wait for the machine to be available, or the cable, or whatever. It's also proper gym etiquette to let someone finish their workout. I find it to be respectful to let someone finish their set. If there's nothing absolutely free and the gym is absolutely packed, sure, walk up to them, but still then let them finish their set. Walk up to them very friendly and ask them, hey, how many more sets you got? Would you mind if I worked in with you? Stuff like that. Listen, if they don't want you to work in with them, that's just really shitty of them. I've worked in with several people, whether they've offered or I've asked, and they've been just fine. It's not exactly often that you see guys or chicks who don't want you to work in with them, but it does happen. So if they happen to be rude about it, just laugh it off. Just laugh it off and tell them that their set is lightweight anyways and just walk off. I'm kidding. Just laugh, say okay, and walk off. Remember when I was talking about not slamming things down or tossing things down or whatever? Don't do that. They have racks for the equipment for a reason. So utilize those racks. Also, if someone is using the equipment that you need for your next workout, again, this is where you can talk to someone in between their sets and ask them, hey, how many more sets you got? Do you mind tossing that over to me when you're done with your workout? Okay, cool. Simple, right? Hi, excuse you. You can't just hit my camera stand. What are you looking at me like you didn't do it? I saw you do it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Are you coming up here or not? What are you waiting for Beethoven Symphony number 7? Let's go. Come on, man. I will be 30 with a kid before you finally get up here. Ridiculous. Typical female. Anyways, put the equipment back where you got it. Don't leave it out for anyone to step on. Don't leave it out for whatever. Put it back. Also, if you happen to see signs in the gym that tell you not to do something, don't do it. Don't do it. In my gym, there's a sign with the cables where it says, do not use the balls on the cable. I've had to correct a couple of guys that have done that. You're going to damage the equipment. There's a reason why signs are there. So read the signs, follow the signs so you don't damage the equipment and risk getting kicked out. If someone is struggling, whether they're on bench or they're on leg press, whatever, and they need a spotter, go over and spot them. If they happen to put themselves in a situation where they may harm themselves accidentally, you would have to be there. Of course, this is why the gym staff is there. But understand that the gym staff sometimes might be training people, running around taking care of the gym. These guys are busy. So they're not going to always have eyes on the people that are working out. So if someone is struggling, go over and help them out. Don't take the bar from them. Don't do any of that stuff. Let them struggle through their set or their reps. But if they need that help so that they don't harm themselves, be there for them. Also, if someone is struggling through and they're pushing really hard and they're making progress, go over and give them a fist bump and let them know that they're doing good. Those words of encouragement will push someone really far. It's very simple to do. Everybody really should be doing this. But unfortunately, that's just not the gym culture today. We would much rather film someone making a fool of themselves because they don't know what they're doing and blast them on the internet. Don't look at me. But go over and give them a fist bump. Let them know that they're doing good. That'll take them a long way. I know how much it means for someone to come over and give me a fist bump and let me know that I'm doing a good job. It means the world. It really does. And it's also a good way to build your social skills. It's incredibly important, not only for women, but for men to build those social skills. And listen, what better place than to do that in the gym? You're surrounded by other men. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's steamy. This is going in weird places. But you're around other men, and it's good to have that camaraderie between other men, especially in the gym, and also building your network. Try not to yelp, scream, be loud, grunt. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's steamy. All of that stuff. Try not to do that. I understand you could be lifting heavy. Every once in a while is fine because you're pushing really, really hard. I get that. Don't do it constantly. It's one thing to breathe heavy, it's another to be screaming through your entire set. You're not auditioning for Bullet for My Valentine, so stop screaming. And if you're screaming, stop it. Get some help. Be respectful. Don't be that guy that's always taking his shirt off and looking at himself in the mirror. That shit is vain and it's fucking off putting. And that tells you a lot about that guy. It's one thing if you're so big that you can't help it, but you don't have to take your shirt off. You don't have to do all that stuff. Be humble. You can keep a hoodie on, you can keep a t shirt on. I understand it can be hot, but I'm talking about the guys who are staring at themselves in the mirror throughout their entire workout. Don't be that guy. Ladies, that's good information for you to have, but watch you still chase after that guy. So, also, ladies, stop with the leggings. Stop with the ass crack leggings. That is disgusting. I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that except for the Sims. It is what it is. Again, if you have a body that people are just naturally attracted to, I understand. But you don't have to draw attention to yourself. If you think you have to wear leggings and if you have to show your muscles off, there's some inner work that you really have to do. And listen, we all know why the chicks are wearing these leggings. Boys, don't be caught slacking. Here's some words to live by. If you get caught looking, you're going to catch a booking. Don't let me catch you in handcuffs, all right? Just saying, because they're going to ship you off to basic. Now you're going to have to watch my military videos. Congratulations, you played yourself. Be respectful and be well mannered while you're in the gym. It's the basics. Be respectful for other people, especially in their place of business. And it's going to be increasingly hard to do that if you're screaming, slamming things, and throwing things down everywhere throughout your entire workout. You're going to get banned, and all of us are going to blast you on the internet. And you may become a meme at that particular gym. So learn proper gym etiquette. All right, guys, that's pretty much what I got for you today. If you happen to have anything that you would want me to cover specifically, let me know in the comments section. I'd be more than happy to cover that and give you guys some good information. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing. You guys have been so supportive and so engaging with the channel, giving me a lot of things to think about, giving me a lot of opportunities to learn and grow. This YouTube stuff is still new to me. I'm still trying to get the hang of things. I'm still learning and growing, but I'm learning and growing with you guys. And that is incredibly important to me, specifically because since I said goodbye to the only really close friend that I had that I could call my brother, it's really helping me to rebuild that community that I lost. And so that is incredibly appreciative. So, again, thank you guys for all that you do. I ask that you would continue to support the channel, continue to help us grow, and I want to see this thing take off. I want us to grow so huge. I want us to grow massive, and I want you guys to be right there with me when that happens. So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Always remember, take care of yourselves, both mind and body. Take care of each other. If someone's having a rough time in the comments section, lift them up, give them the right information, and send them off in the right direction, guys. That being said, as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll talk to you soon.